Hello there. Welcome to Viv Europe channel. Would you prefer to spend your retirement in Portugal or France? Spending retirement in Southern Europe is the dream of thousands of people around the world. But between two more romantic destinations, which would be ideal for you and your partner? In this video we will compare and check the main benefits of each country. But first, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are publishing new content for people planning to live in Portugal. About living retired in Portugal. Portugal is one of most popular destinations for foreigners going into retirement in Europe. In addition to being the fourth safest country in the world, it is also much cheaper to live in than most developed countries, has delicious food, magnificent scenery, and a large expat community. Portugal has worked hard to develop benefits for those people who, in return, decide to live in the country and contribute to the Portuguese economy. The main regions in Portugal where people spend their retirement are the Algarve coast, Cascais and Estoril, Madeira. To move to Portugal and spend retirement, non-EU citizens must apply for a visa. Thus, proving that you meet the requirements to apply for a visa, such as having enough income to support yourself in Portugal or perhaps investing in real estate in the country, you will not have to fight to obtain your visa. About living retired in France. France is also a favorite place for expatriates to spend their retirement in Europe. It's charming, magical, and certainly worth the hype. The main regions where people spend their retirement in France are Côte d'Azur, the attractive Nouvelle-Aquitaine region, Occitanie. Cost of living in each country. The cost of living in Portugal is one of the lowest in Europe for expats. According to estimates from the Numio website, the cost of living in France is, on average, 52.68% higher than in Portugal. Likewise, rent in France is, on average, 21.36% higher than in Portugal. In case you are wondering, the cost of living in Portugal is, on average, 30.50% lower than in the United States, while rent is, on average, 50.15% lower. France has a cost of living 9.60% lower than the US, and rent prices 39.48% lower. But besides the cost of living, salaries in Portugal are also lower than in France. While in 2022 France had a minimum monthly wage of €1,603.12, in Portugal it was €705. Purchasing a property in Portugal or in France. If you're thinking about investing in real estate, it's good to know the prices and the market before moving on. See the average price to buy a property of 100 square meters in the main cities of Portugal and France. From an investment point of view, both Lisbon and Paris are safe cities in which to invest. But Lisbon is the one with the greatest chance of economic growth. Taxes. France is one of the European countries with the highest tax rates, which makes many wealthy French citizens leave the country in search of tax benefits somewhere else. Even so, taxes in France return to the citizen with benefits in public health infrastructure, for example. Portugal, on the other hand, offers tax benefits to foreigners who wish to bring their capital to the country, as long as they do invest or live there. It's the famous non-habitual resident regime. And while the public health system is used by the majority of the population, most expats prefer to use private hospitals with international health insurance. Climate. Most expats can agree that both France and Portugal have pleasant climates. However, Portugal is known for having much warmer summers, while France has much colder winters. Security. According to the Global Peace Index 2021, Portugal is the fourth safest country in the world. In the same index, France appears in 55th place. Portugal is, in most regions, a place where you feel very safe. Tourists in Lisbon can be victims of pickpocketing, as is common in every European capital, but more violent crimes are very rare. Away from crowded urban centers, people often know their neighbors by first name and rarely lock their doors. France is also a safe country, but it has more records of crimes per inhabitant and events with the potential to turn violent, such as the so common protests. Also, organized crime in France is internationally known, especially in the south. However, we can say that, despite some problems, France is indeed secure. Especially if we leave the big cities, day-to-day life in France is very calm. Entertainment. The entertainment options in France and Portugal can please people of all opinions. Apart from social activities, in France, there are always good museums to visit, well-preserved monuments, and a vineyard to discover. Portugal is also not far behind in terms of viticulture, and the country has wonderful natural parks and beaches for outdoor lovers. How to get a visa in each country. In order to live both in Portugal and in France, non-EU citizens must obtain a residence visa and a residence permit. That also includes the British since Brexit. Portugal has a visa program designed specifically for retirees who want to move there. It is the D7 visa, a residence visa that gives holders of passive income, retirement and rent, for example, permission to enter the country and apply for the residence permit. France does not have a specific visa for these cases. Pensioners who want to move to France can apply for a long-term visitor visa. However, you are not allowed to work. But if you just want to enjoy life in France, that's not a problem. For both Portugal and France, the visa issuance process is done through the embassy or consulate in the applicant's residence country. For the Portuguese D7 visa process, you will need to submit documents such as visa form, international health or travel insurance, proof of passive income, such as retirement or other, updated passport valid beyond the length of stay, proof of accommodation in the country, and others. Application prices for visas can range from €99 to €140, and take up to 3 months to be processed by the authorities. Bottom line, retirement in Portugal or France. As you can see, choosing between retirement in Portugal or France is not so easy. And there is no right answer. One country is not better than the other, both have unique attractions that make them special in different ways. Nobody better than you to choose between France or Portugal. Now that you know a little more about the life of retirees in these countries, you may be a little bit closer to the decision. Thanks for watching this video and check out the full article related to this topic in the comments below. See you in the next video.